Hi, it's Pamela. In this tutorial, we're going to create an I quit my job video.
Hey, and welcome to the official Doodly YouTube channel. If you enjoy our content, please click the like and subscribe button below. Now let's get straight to the video.
If you haven't heard, people are quitting their jobs in record numbers right now. Quit rates are reportedly 24% higher now than they were before the pandemic. With that in mind, I imagine a lot of people are sharing their new status in various ways, including with doodly videos. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a script, a character or photo that represents you, props that align with your message. For example, if you're networking and you want people to recommend you, you might have a picture of your resume that you want to include. You'll also want to do a voiceover in your own voice. This is a very personal video, so please use your own voice. It's not the time for robot voices or hiring a voice talent. And finally, a call to action. What do you want your viewers to do after they watch your video? Now you'll see I've already created the first scene. It is the square shape because I'm going to be sharing it on Facebook. And I have a series of 15-second scenes. Now I made the 15 seconds over here in scene settings and as the extra time at the end. This is just for me to record my voiceover, give myself a little bit of time. Also in scene settings, you might notice I added the script in the subtitle. I use that to prompt me when I do my voiceovers. And I did choose a female hand to align with my character. So let's do the first voiceover for the first scene. Hi, Andrea here. I know you've been wondering what I've been up to. Well, time has finally come for me to reveal my big secret. I'm quitting my job. So now that I have that, I have my audio. I can make a few adjustments here. If you hover, you can shorten it. So what I want to do is have I'm quitting my job come in when I say the words I'm quitting my job. But let's take a look here. Hi, Andrea here. I know you've been wondering what I've been up to. Well, time has finally come for me to reveal my big secret. I'm quitting my job. Okay, so she says it right here, right at about 6.5 seconds. And I have it coming in a little bit too soon. I have it coming in at 3 seconds. So I want to add a pause here. So I'm going to use delay. And I'm going to add 3.5 seconds. And that should be pretty darn close. Let's see. Been up to? Well, time has finally come for me to reveal my big secret. I'm quitting my job. But don't worry, I'm leaving on... Okay, so that's perfect. So now I only need to add about 3 seconds to the end. So I go to scene settings and add 3 seconds, so that would be 18 seconds. And that's perfect right there. So now that I have that scene built, I like it. I'm not going to do anything further with it. I'm going to turn the subtitle off. I'm going to go ahead and record the voiceover for scene 2. So why did I do it? I'll be honest, there were a lot of reasons. And once again, I'm just going to trim it up a little. This gives me some flexibility for editing. For example, I'm just going to move that down just a touch. And then we need to build our graphics to match the audio, right? So let's go over to scenes and let's find an office. Now it's not formatted for the square, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to control click all of these items and I'm going to resize it so it fills the square. And that looks good. Now obviously this is not my character, so what I want to do is go find my character, which is Catherine, and I want her looking, somewhat businesslike, and we want to get rid of this lady. So I have her highlighted. I'm going to replace, yes. And then we're going to enlarge her. And then we want a thought bubble. We're going to add it to the scene. We're not going to replace anything. And some text. I'm going to use word wrap so that it stacks up nicely in here. And that looks really good. But I'm sure my timing is going to be way off because every single office element is going to be drawn here. So each one is 3 seconds. So I don't want any of that to draw, so I'm going to turn it to 0. I'm going to do 1 second for the thought bubble, and I think this is probably fine for the text. Now I do want some delays because she's going to be talking blah, 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 blah. And then at the very end is when she's going to come in and say, what am I doing with my life? So I figure we probably need about a 10-second delay here. Let's see how that goes. Work in an office environment for too long, sometimes you just start thinking, what am I doing? Okay, so I need a slightly longer delay. Let's try that. Sometimes you just start thinking, what am I doing with my life? Okay, that's good. I like to turn this eraser off, so I'm going to turn that off now. You just start thinking, what am I doing with my life? So now we just need to change this extra time at the end. We certainly don't need 15 seconds anymore. I like 2 seconds. I think that's enough where they can read what was just written. I'm also going to turn the subtitle off. So I'm going to build the other scenes. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and I'll come back. Okay, I'm down to my last scene, which is the call to action, and it's going to be very simple. I'm going to have a close-up of my character in her new home improvement mode, and then I'm going to have a link to her blog. Now I'm adding a music track. It's going to come on awfully hot, so I'm going to turn it way, way, way down. And my voiceover track was awfully hot as well, so I've turned it down a bit. I maybe turn it down even more. So now that I have the video how I like it, I'm going to go ahead and hit preview and we should be done. Hi, Andrea here. I know you've been wondering what I've been up to. Well, time has finally come for me to reveal my big secret. I'm quitting my job. But don't worry, I'm leaving on good terms. This was a decision I made with careful consideration and thoughtfulness. I'll go into detail about why in a second, but first let me say 2 things. This is something that's really important to me, and it feels so good to finally let you know. So why did I do it? I'll be honest, there were a lot of reasons. First, I know what it's like to have an office job, and the feeling of monotony really starts to get to you after a while. It sounds cliche, but when you work in an office environment for too long, sometimes you just start thinking, what am I doing with my life? With that in mind, I will be pursuing my passion for writing. I have a home improvement blog that I write, and it's growing faster than expected. It feels like this is what was always meant to be. So while there will be an adjustment period, I know things are going to work out in the end. It also doesn't hurt that my blog is already generating a small income. With my full attention, I have no doubt that this will grow into something quite substantial. You can help by subscribing to my blog and sharing it with friends if so inclined. I hope you enjoy reading it, and I look forward to sharing more in the future. Thanks for watching. Love, Andrea. And that's the basics of creating an I Quit My Job video. Thanks for watching.